Hello, everybody. It's Sandra from the Funky Pickle Thrifter. So today is the day we're going to take a look at some of my hair jewelry collection and a couple of mourning pieces too, I think. I'm glad you're here. I hope that you enjoy looking at my collection today. Please hit the subscribe button. Let me know what pieces are your favorite. Hit the like button if you want to, and we'll get started right now. Let's start out with this beautiful brooch. This is such a pretty mourning brooch. I believe this is bogwood. It has the characteristics of bogwood. It's light, it's matte, it's room temperature. Bogwood is also very easily carved. So bogwood comes from Ireland. Let's take a look at how Wikipedia defines it. Bogwood is a material from trees that have been buried in peat bogs and preserved from decay by the acidic and anaerobic bog conditions, sometimes for hundreds or even thousands of years. The wood is usually stained brown by tannins dissolved in the acidic water. Bogwood represents the early stages in the fossilization of wood, with further stages ultimately forming jet, lignite, and coal over a period of many millions of years. Bogwood was a very popular material that was used in mourning jewelry due to its color. I love this one. So I got this one as part of that jewelry store haul. Some of you know what I mean. I have one killer Memento Mori ring, and this isn't it. I don't know where it is. I thought it was in here, but it isn't. But this is a beautiful piece of mourning hair jewelry, however. How beautiful is this? So this one I got online. Let's see if I can really get in there onto that woven hair. Isn't that gorgeous? And look how romantic. The two hands holding each other, a man and a woman. I know this one is gold. I can't remember the carat, but I did buy this one online. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was a bunch. I just really loved it, and I had never really seen one like this before, and that's why I really wanted it. I mean, I hope the hair of both people is in here, but maybe not. To think that somebody likely wore this their whole life, right? It's beautiful. I would never wear this because I know that I would not be smart enough to remember to take this off before washing my hands. And of course, that would immediately destroy the ring. But yeah, this one's really super romantic. Very beautiful. Look at this beautiful mourning brooch. I think this one is only gold filled. But how beautiful is this with those little seed pearls? That may be a real little diamond chip too. Maybe not. I don't know. But this is so beautiful. Now, I bought this from a private collection, and it was the same woman where I got the Leah Stein stuff from. And she went upstairs. She's British, you know. But anyway, she went upstairs to bring down some jewelry, and this fell on the floor, which was just a super bummer. So this glass did break that day that she was selling it to me. But so that's where you would put a loved one's hair. And because the front of this is black, I do believe this would be a proper mourning brooch. Now, that is not hair in there, I don't think. I think that's just like the stuff that would, you know, kind of hold the hair in, you know, hold the hair so it wouldn't slip around. I have a couple of other kind of blanks too. But how lovely is this? Of course, the Victorians were very romantic, and they were also very big on symbolism. And I've read that they use these seed pearls in mourning jewelry to represent tears. So that's just beautiful. How about this lovely mourning brooch? There's our seed pearls. It's black, of course. I think this is replacement right here. This is so nice. I got this actually in an antique store. I can't remember now what I paid for it, I just put hand lotion on, so that's why it's getting kind of smudged. Wow, that's really beautiful. I love bar pins. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So, when Queen Victoria lost her beloved husband, Albert, in 1861, she went into mourning for many, many decades. And that's really when mourning jewelry, at least in Victorian times, became, I guess, kind of trendy or whatever, right? She kind of set the bar for many, many things in fashion, and mourning jewelry was one of them. Of course, people wore mourning jewelry before Queen Victoria. That wasn't a new thing. Um, hmm. Where did I get this one? This one might be this one might be gold actually. Hmm. Let me look real quick. Hold on. I don't see that this is marked. But I do think it's gold. Anyway, it's beautiful. Isn't this nice? That's a shamrock, I guess, right? I think shamrocks have 3 leaves. Now, I love this one. The 2 intertwined wreaths. Isn't this so nice? I got this one for not a lot of money. It was sort of like a church thrift sale kind of thing. And I ran up to the jewelry. I was first in line, and my mother was with me. And I think she went into the crafts room, and I went up to the jewelry, and I saw this sitting there. I think this was 50 cents. I think that's really beautiful. So, how romantic is that? That they're intertwined like this forever? That's beautiful. And this one, hmm, I have no idea where I got this, but this looks suspiciously like a button, doesn't it? Doesn't this look like a button made into a pin? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. That one's really nice too. And then I got this little one. Yeah, it's $5. So I'm not sure if maybe that's not mourning, but I like it. And then this one I got, I'm not sure about this one either. Let's take a look. Tell me what you think. This one's metal. It needs to be cleaned up. Well, that's very, very nice, regardless. Why don't we have a look at what Wikipedia has to say about hair jewelry? Hair work, or jewelry or artwork made of human hair, has appeared throughout the history of craftwork, particularly to be used for private worship or mourning. From the Middle Ages through the early 20th century, memorial hair jewelry remained common. Let's have a look at this really beautiful hair bow. I think probably 2 things are supposed to be dangling down from that. But look at how intricate. Look at the workmanship. So I'm going to show a picture of the machine. Well, not the machine, but kind of like a loom type of thing that was used to do hair work. And these are not necessarily mourning pieces for sure. People did just make these and give them to their friends. It was just sort of a token that people could give each other, or maybe your gentleman friend who was going away, or whatever. So these aren't necessarily mourning. This one may be because of the black, but I don't know. So this one's very pretty too. There are so many people who think hair jewelry is absolutely disgusting, and I kind of don't really understand it. I don't understand how, if hair is on your head, it's beautiful, and if it's not on your head, it's vile. I don't know. It's not like it was easy to have a remembrance of somebody in those days. You couldn't really take a picture of them. That wasn't something that was very kind of common. You had to have money to have that done. And sometimes people would die young too, and you wouldn't even have time. I mean, to get a photographer and do all of that. I really love this one. It almost looks like there's 2 different colors hair in there. I think it's interesting too that I've never seen gray hair in hair jewelry. I don't know if you have. I never have. So this one's amazing. This did come from that jewelry store haul. And this is Doesn't have anything in it. This is probably silver. Doesn't it look like it is? I love this one. That is so beautiful. I love that. Just, I don't know, everything about it. I think it's beautiful. I think this one came from the jewelry store haul too. That's very nicely done. That is hair. How pretty. So this became quite a cottage industry. Women would sit in their homes and do this, make hair jewelry and maybe sell it for a profit. And then you could buy the blanks or go to the jeweler and he would like mount it into something for you if you wanted. Like maybe this, for example. You just could buy that little thing, that little finding. This one's really beautiful. I love that one. I mean, I love all of them, of course. So this one isn't hair. See that? Nobody put hair in it yet. But this is kind of cool. I love flip brooches. I have a flip ring too. So you can wear it either way. That's pretty, isn't it? I really like it. So this is kind of, well, the pieces with the hair, all right, I can't do it. I can't get it back on. I don't want to break it. I'll do it later. The pieces with the hair, you know, are kind of, you know, important or special or whatever. It's not something that I laugh about or, you know, it's like this belonged to, you know, a human being. And so I sort of honor that. I love these. Now this one doesn't have hair either. That's just the sort of rubbery type thing to hold the hair in place. This is very pretty though. This was done very nicely. I like this one. Oh, had a little issue, a little problem. So pretty, right? And let's see if this one, I don't know. Do you think that's finely braided hair? Yeah, I think it is actually. I don't think it's a blank one. So this one may have been a mourning piece because of the black enameling. My thing I always say is if it wasn't a mourning piece when it was made, it certainly became something that you could mourn with and hold and have a little piece of the person. Of course, hair doesn't really degrade, you know, it's kind of a great thing to keep because of that. It's just a nice little thing you could just have forever, a little kind of part of somebody. So this one is great because you can see the hair and then you can see what I'm talking about, that sort of back thing that was going to hold the hair in place. How pretty. This one is also a flip situation. So let's flip this around the other way. Okay. Hope, faith, and charity. So beautiful. Look at that. How lovely. So what I was going to say is even modern day people would like save a little lock of their kid's first haircut or something. You know, it's kind of like that. I mean, nobody really thinks that's disgusting. You know, I mean, well, I don't know, maybe some people do, not sure. But now I wanted to show you the thing that I was sort of teasing the other day, the thing with the letter and all of that. So let me just get that box. Let's have another look at what Wikipedia has to say about Victorian hair jewelry before we continue. Although hairwork existed prior to the Victorian era, it was this period that saw it flourish as a trade and private craft in mourning jewelry such as lockets, rings, and bracelets. When not related to mourning, the practice was still performed in a commemorative or honoring fashion, with hairworks being produced to celebrate the hairgiver's personal achievements or to signify a bond between friends, family, and loved ones. It was a common skill taught to young women of the period, sometimes being mixed with needlework. The Victorian period saw a rise in mourning practices due to its popularity through Queen Victoria, and wearing hair jewelry was seen as a form of carrying one's sentiments for the deceased. Unlike many other natural materials, human hair does not decay with the passing of time. Hair has chemical qualities that cause it to last for hundreds, possibly thousands of years. This is the only bracelet I have, and there's unfortunately a problem. It is broken right there. I was going to try to have that repaired, but I think it's just going to be too costly. I don't think this is solid gold. But this is very nicely done. And there's some problems down here too, as you can see. They're just sort of coming apart a little bit. But that is very skillfully done. And then these earrings. So these earrings are a little bit of a puzzlement to me. I believe that this earring back right here was patented in the 1880s. So that's why I'll show you in a minute, because by the letter, it says that these pieces are from 1839, or at least the hair is. So maybe that's part of the thing here. I think these are really pretty. I mean, I wouldn't wear them. I just would be afraid of something happening to them. They're very, very delicate, especially like getting caught in the rain or something like that. But I do believe these all came from the same person. When I look with a loop, it does really look like the same exact sort of color with the same, I don't know, like little subtle colors and stuff that you can pick up with your loop. So I do believe these all came from the same person. This one's in nice shape, isn't it? Now let's take a look at the letter. Date 1839, Susan Johnson Wheeler, A.J. Wheeler's mother's hair. This set of jewelry was made of hair of Janet Louise Clothier's great-grandmother Wheeler and presented to Janet Louise Clothier on her 21st birthday, March 24th, 1936, by her grandfather, A.J. Wheeler. It was from Sharon, Connecticut. My dear Janet, I hope you will enjoy having this little gift as long as you live. And when you will have no more use for it, it will be handed, Handid, down to your family through all future generations. Grandpa Wheeler. So this is very sweet. It's, bittersweet, certainly. I mean, maybe she didn't have children, but, I do always feel bad. I feel like this really should be in the person's family, but not everybody wants this stuff. I don't know. Maybe she came on hard times and had to sell it to the antique store. I actually still go to that antique store. I'm going to ask him for more information. I'm just curious who brought that into them. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed having a look at some of my antique hair jewelry collection and mourning pieces. Please let me know what you think, and I will catch you soon. Have an awesome day, everybody. Cheers.